In Africa, there's something that kills more people than war, more than malnutrition or heart disease. It's the second highest cause of death among adults after HIV and AIDS. It's a disease that most people in the United States never have to worry about: malaria. For us, mosquitoes are nothing but a nuisance. But for our sisters and brothers in Africa, a bite from an infected mosquito can be life-threatening. It can transmit malaria.
When the mosquito parasites enter the body, they destroy our blood cells, causing fever, joint pains, headaches, sometimes diarrhea, and anemia as well.
What starts as flu-like symptoms can quickly lead to death. About 90% of the 800,000 people who die from malaria each year live in sub-Saharan Africa. Most are children under 5. That's a child every 45 seconds.
Finnet. Ziwili nimezi 9. Ndabwela kuno kuchipatala chifukwa cha mwana akudwala malungo. Ndiye malungo avula kwambiri. Mwana anambira akumwalira chifukwa cha malungo.
Ndiye mwina simatheka munthu mwana odwala malungo kwambiri amukudikira kwambiri. Simatheka mwana uja kufera panjira. Chifukwa tikuchipatala malungo.
Malaria is killing people. Malaria is killing children, is killing pregnant women. If we don't respond, it is going to wipe away a significant population of productive citizens in our country.
Malaria is a leading cause of death in Africa, but it shouldn't be. Malaria is completely preventable, and it's also treatable.
In a year, a person can have 4 or 6 episodes of malaria. So it means that if you go to work, it means those days do not go to work. For cases of rural people, they will not go to work in their fields. When there is a drought, there are a lot of cases of malaria. Most people are too hungry and their immunity levels are low. So hungry communities are very susceptible to malaria.
Ending deaths from malaria is now a goal within our reach, thanks to an historic global movement of governments and international organizations. Lutheran churches in Africa have chosen to become a part of this movement. These churches aren't just places of worship. They are the center of community life. That's what makes them uniquely positioned to teach malaria prevention and provide care. Now the ELCA, through the ELCA Malaria campaign, is joining hands with our sisters and brothers in Africa to do our part in this global effort. We are the church, working through churches to help end deaths from malaria for good. Your gifts to the ELCA Malaria campaign will provide life-saving medical care and medicine to treat people with malaria. Teach people how to protect themselves from the mosquitoes that spread malaria, recognize symptoms, and seek treatment. Distribute mosquito nets and provide training on their use. Provide preventative medication to pregnant women and their babies. And begin water treatment projects that control the environments where mosquitoes breed. Already, in anticipation of your support, healthcare providers are being trained to save lives.
We can't do it on our own here. We know we are short of certain important elements of this fight. The ELCA must always be part of this fight, and we need their support in order to succeed.
We are treating, but the cases are still high. What should Americans do for us? We need your help so that no child or no woman, no person should die from malaria.
The ELCA is our trusted sister or brother. Whenever we have journeyed together, we have made things happen for God's sake and as a witness to God. We pray for God's accompaniment to both of us so that in this journey, as we march together, Christ marches with us as the journey remains long ahead of us.